Hello, my name is Taylor Clay, and this is my Topic 5 Servant Leadership Service Project presentation. The purpose of this presentation is to discuss my findings regarding servant leadership whilst volunteering in my own community and comparing those findings to Robert Greenleaf's philosophy on the subject. For this assignment, I decided to volunteer at the Armed Services YMCA on the Marine Corps installation here at Camp Pendleton. Their mission statement reads as, "The Armed Services YMCA enhances the lives of military members and their families in spirit, mind, and body through programs relevant to the unique challenges of military life." The event I personally helped at is known as the Marine Corps Neighborhood Exchange. This is a drive-through food pantry held every third Friday of the month in order to supply food for families of all ranks to stretch the remainder of the month until the next pay period. I should note, it's not very uncommon for 3-week-long periods in between paychecks, so this ensures families are able to eat balanced and nutritious meals until that next pay period. This program is close to me personally, as my family has used this particular event many times throughout my husband's career. Because his job requires us to live all over the country, dealing with high costs of living, such as here in California, it's an adjustment that takes quite some time to get used to. Because this is a registered event, food is distributed by the size of the household and contains balanced meal options, including proteins, starches, and produce, in order to cook complete and nutritious meals for the entire family. Not only has it helped me in feeding my family during those long pay periods, but it's also helped to build a long-term food storage that's helped tremendously, as certain foods are currently difficult to keep on the shelves. This service is offered to any active duty service member and their families, regardless of rank, standing, or family size. The event runs from 9:30 a.m. to noon with 15-minute time slots in which one registers to participate. I arrived to begin assembling food items at 8:30 a.m. Throughout the hour leading up to the event, our time consisted of bag assembly, sorting food by category, and setting up the drive-through stations. Once the first few participants began coming through the lines, I was assigned the task of placing the appropriate number of bags per household size from the pantry section into the vehicles. Once the last vehicle was helped, the remainder of my volunteer time, which was from 12 p.m. to 12:30, was spent cleaning the area and tearing down pop-up tents. This particular day, there was only 4 cantaloupes remaining, meaning we had just about cleared all of the food inventory, so there was very little cleanup on our end. The main purpose of this assignment was to address Robert Greenleaf's questions presented on the slide before you. Robert Greenleaf is also known as the man who defined servant leadership back in the 1970s. I do believe the individual grows as a person. As someone who has been in this scenario personally, asking for help can be difficult and seeking help can be even more difficult. It's very humbling to do both of those things, and even more, understanding the impact of that help can encourage one to help when they no longer need to be the recipient of that service, such as myself. Better yet, because this program is available to any rank in the military, there's no such thing as least privileged. So long as they possess their military ID and pre-register for the event, which even in some cases we did have several come through that weren't registered or were unaware of the registration process, they were still able to receive help from us. Anyone is absolutely welcome and can benefit from attending and receiving the help being offered. Another side note, it's also not uncommon for recipients of this event to pass on items that will not be used to other families, spreading the value of the program outside of the event itself. Of all of the important skills used in servant leadership, the most significant ones I encountered during my service were commitment to the growth of people, building community, and empathy. Looking back onto the mission statement of the ASYMCA, that innate need to thrive as a community is one of the utmost importance. Being able to provide a necessity such as food to those who otherwise would not likely be able to receive it shows each participant that your military community will not let you down. Van Dierendonk and Patterson describes a true servant leader as possessing the desire to encourage growth within whom they are leading. This offers that skill because people are encouraged to not only come back, but to spread the word about the event and even offer the opportunity to volunteer themselves. As well, empathy is knowing and understanding that we all fall in hard times. Therefore, no judgment is based upon those receiving goods from the exchange itself. Those three skills together cultivate an environment in which people can seek and receive help while also encouraging others to give back as well, knowing the volunteers are people within their own communities. I, for instance, personally helped serve several of my neighbors that I know personally and on a regular basis I see. So it was really cool to have that interaction, and even they've reached out to participate in the future. My final thoughts and takeaways are, at the end of this assignment, it costs nothing more than maybe some of your own personal time to be kind and do a great thing that can truly impact so many people in such positive ways. Knowing I was that person in the line when my husband was the lowest rank and our finances were in shambles, to being able to help at this event and bless so many others who feel those same emotions I felt is something I'm grateful for. I have since volunteered to participate in the next month's exchange, as well as a few other opportunities set to begin within the upcoming holiday season. Being able to help, especially in my own community, gives a sense of accomplishment and gratitude that I didn't think possible. Thank you so much for watching my presentation. Here are a few additional photos I was able to get from the event, and I do hope that it encourages others to pursue the ideals of servant leadership. Thank you.